This is the weekly outlook. Every Monday morning, what we do is we just get together, look at the market, see what we got going on. Sometimes we find trades for the day. Sometimes we do not, but this is the time to like use the opportunity to learn, ask questions, things like that. I know we may have guests on here as well. So if you are a guest, welcome. Anyway, we're going to get right into it today and everything like that. So let's start with EU. See what we got going on. If anybody have like specific pairs that I may, well, don't ask me any pairs just yet because I don't, whatever. But if we get through everything and I don't look at specific pairs and you would like to see that one, just let me know. So I still don't like EU, how it's been setting up all the way, honestly. From what I'm seeing right now, one sec. So I do see this. It's still looking like we're going to have another push up based off what I'm seeing. The reason why I don't like it as much is because of the area that it's in. But based off what I'm seeing all the way, drop to the 1 hour, this is setting up like a flag, right? This looks like an impulsive move. This looks like a flag pattern here, right? Actually, if I drop down to a smaller time frame, this right here could be a reversal pattern setting up. So what you want to do is you want to buy here, buy here to the upside. 1 second. And ride this bad boy all the way right here. So not a bad looking setup. Not the cleanest, but not still do something with that. So buy here. Say that again. Somebody said something.
What do you mean? This is Jeremy. What do you mean, like you don't like the area that it's in?
Because when I look left, last time price came to this area, right here, it fell all the way down. So based off what it's looking like, it looked like it's in this area, but it looked like it's creating a flag for a push up. So this could do the exact same thing that it did in the past by coming here and falling. But based on the pattern setup, it's setting up like a flag. So you didn't get that pattern set up here. It just fell, right? Here, you actually got a flag. So again, that's what keeps me not skeptical, but I keep that in my mind when I'm actually taking this trade. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So I always I look at things like that. Like I want to see the area. Is it an area that fell where it looks like it's falling? Is it a clear area where every time it's in this area it actually buys, right? So like in this area right here, if I was looking to definitely buy, last time price came here, it shot up. It came here, I would have been looking for the exact same thing, right?
Okay.
All right. So because of the area, it just has me skeptical on it, but it's not a bad setup because the pattern looks pretty good for a buy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I do like this a little bit. So what we will do is I will actually give you all this actual, and this is going to be a push up. So for those who may not know, that's a 200 plus pip move to the upside. So it's not a bad move. Give me 1 second. I will drop this chart in the chats. Oh, sorry, Grant. I just saw your message. I didn't apologize about that. I didn't know it was blurry. It's not blurry anymore either, is it, guys? My screen?
Nah.
Okay. The reason why I say buy here, guys, is same thing we went over yesterday. All right. Just look how price continue to wick out right here in this area. So I literally have an alert setting right there. I want to watch price once it gets there to buy here. All right. And more than likely, if I break down time frames, look at this. I'm on the 15-minute. What do I see in this area, in that time frame area? So it's not a bad area to buy now, but I want to try to buy as low as possible if I can. We got that engulfing zone. Prices towards in that coming towards that area. So that's the area I want to look to actually buy or whatever. So EU, not looking too bad. Let's go to AU. If I'm not mistaken, this is going to be setting up like for a sale. All AUD pairs are setting up for sales last time I looked. Last week, this is what we had. This is the markup from last week. We had buy here. See it shot up 100 plus pips before it ended up coming down. And now it broke. So right now, what this is looking like, I'm going to just take all of this off. But this is looking like, if I'm going too fast for anybody, by all means, kind of slow me down, right? But this broke through. This is an impulsive move, right? This is what is literally happening right now.
A retest.
A retest, right? For a push to the downside, right? Possibly all the way back down here. We'll have to go through the whole thing to actually see that, but we look like we're getting a flag for a actual push down. So what you want to do is you want to look to sell in this area. Right. So you want to sell here. That flag up. Any questions on that? Does everybody understand that?
Yep. But engulfing candle at.
You just want to watch price in that area, see what we get. Base. All right.
And so that's where you would set your alert.
Yep. Literally alert here. So you can do two alerts. You can set an alert here at this, like as soon as it touched this area, or you can do it at the top. You can do it inside. Like most of the time when I'm just hurrying up, I'll just like hurry up and just put it in there, just in there. It doesn't matter to me where, because remember the alerts are for me to actually see the opportunity. You know what I mean? Right. Like see what price is currently doing. Let's take a look at NU. Let me do the entire NU because sometimes NU and AU, they do the exact same thing, but one is a little clearer than the other. Sometimes that clear one is usually AU. So let's look at NU all the way through. All right. So see this trend? Got that. So overall, I'm possibly looking for that. But again, this is the weekly. Drop down to the daily. Look at my trend on the daily, right? Look where I'm at. Got that downtrend. I'm saying price was here, fell, right? Here. I can potentially see a fall. So let me drop down to the 4 hour. 4 hour, I see I got an uptrend, right? I'm pretty much trapping price to the point where let me just take this all the way here. Yeah, I don't really, based off what I'm seeing now, this is not clear. This is not clean, right? Anybody want to give me why this isn't clear?
Critical area.
Oh, bingo. I should have, that's Priscilla, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have called on you. You was my next person I was thinking about calling. I'm like, I don't know, shit, no. But yeah, critical area. I'm in a critical area right now, right? Meaning, just like price came to this trend line and shot up, right? It can come to this trend line again and shoot up. Looking at the pattern, though, it's consolidating a possible flag. It could be a possible flag for a push down. So this is not clear at all. I will leave this one alone. So I will stay away from NU. So I will not give out a actual pair. I mean, an actual screenshot of that one. I actually marked this up yesterday during London. I'm not during London. I'm sorry, during the Bootcamp. See this as a buy setup. GU buy setup is coming, but let's start all the way over so you all can see what I saw. For those who was not on there. So, 1 second. All right. So again, guys, I box that in. Look for my trend. Got that as my trend. Drop down. That is my trend. No real clear trend on my daily. If I wanted to, I would do like this, but I don't like that, so I'm gonna just kind of leave that alone. I want to see something clearer on the 4 hour, right? This right here, not a trend. I need multiple touches. So again, no clear trend, right? No clear trend on here. Drop down to my 1 hour. Based on the pattern, what I'm seeing is this as a flag. This is one big flag right here, all right? One big consolidation flag. Price came right back up to the top of this flag. It look like it's starting to head back down. So possibly we're gonna get another touchdown here, but I like the overall buy for GU. So right now, where price is currently at, I would personally leave it alone because price could literally shoot up right now from where it's currently at. It can shoot up again right now, right? Drop down to the smaller time frame. Look at the pattern. What's setting up on the smaller time frame pattern? Anybody want to tell us?
Descending channel.
Descending channel is setting up on a smaller time frame right now, right? This is very key to pay attention to. This right here. Smaller time frame will literally tell you what's going to happen before it happens on a higher time frame. So like I said, when I was on the 1 hour, when price was here, it shot up, right? We're getting a descending channel on a smaller time frame or a possible shot up again in this area, the same area here. We can be getting another shot up. So I would like to look for the buy here at the bottom, right? If I got a descending channel somewhere around this area, then that's where we actually look, where I will really feel comfortable buying. Not really in the middle of this pattern. Does that make sense? Any questions?
Yeah.
All right. So let's see what EU is doing. Just hit our alert. Let's check it out. All right. So we back in our area. Pretty aggressive now, so I don't want to touch it just yet. So we'll come back to that in just a minute. Remember, all I do is when my alerts go off, I use my alerts for confirmations to come see price action. I don't just jump in because it went off, all right? If I see price playing in this area, then guess what we're going to do? That's when we'll look to enter. Or because remember, I told you all about new lows and new highs and reversal patterns, right? So right now, this is a current low. It can create a new low and come right down in this area. And then we get that shot up. So just kind of wait on that, right? So did GU, let's go to UCAD. Still kind of aggressive even on the 1 minute. So let's kind of get that some time or whatever. UCAD. All right. UCAD, we marked up yesterday as well, I believe. This is actually in the critical area too, right? We talked about this actually yesterday and the day before, I believe, in the boot camp. Look what price is at, right? So the pattern is setting up like a flag right here. But we're at a critical area where price came to this trend line before and it fell. So right now, this is something I will just leave alone. We got to leave this alone. Unless I see price break through, I need to see a sharp move through, right? Then I'll wait for a retest and then we can buy back to the top of here. Does that make sense? Or if I see a consolidation area like this, and then we get the breakthrough, the retest, then we'll sell back down to that low. Overall, looking at the overall picture, this looks like an impulsive move. This is breaking down like a flag. So I'd rather buy at the low if I possibly can. Or I need to see this breakout and then I'll look to buy back towards the top of this overall flag. Does that make sense? This looks like an overall flag. Make sense, everybody? Everybody staying with me?
Yep.
I'm kind of lost on that one.
Lost?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it again. 1
All
second.
right. Thank you.
No problem. Just a little bit, you know. So got this downtrend, right? See this on the 4 hour?
Right.
So on this 4 hour downtrend, you can count this when you see how I came to this trend line, it fell.
Yeah.
Came to this trend line, right? Fell.
Right.
Where is it at right now currently?
Back at the trend line.
Back at this trend line. So it can possibly do what?
Go down.
Right.
Sell.
It can possibly fall again. So with that in mind, when I drop down to the smaller time frame, I look at the pattern because it's in the uptrend. But I look at the pattern, it also looks like it's creating some sort of a what? Could be a possible flag, right? But because it can do either one because of the area that it's in, I stay away from it. I need to see an exact push, a strong push up, or I need to see a strong push down. Strong push up is going to tell me it's breaking that actual trend, and we're going to end up getting that continuation for this overall impulsive move. Flag, then we're gonna start getting this continuation, right? Or what it's telling me is that we're getting a consolidation, right? Just like we got a consolidation here, and then what ended up happening was price broke out and it headed back down to this lower, this flag. So I want to see either or on this actual pair. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem. Let's go back to EU, see what it's doing on the smaller time frame. Shot up that fast. Okay. 1 second. Look at the 5 minute. We can buy EU. Give me 1 second. Give a stop loss. Yeah, we're gonna do a 20 pip stop loss on EU. 22 pip stop loss. Let me see if I can find a exact low. Yeah. So we'll put our stop loss here. Let me see what it's at. All right. So yes. That's a 30 pip. I don't want that. Not on no Monday. Yeah, so let's buy EU now, guys. We'll do a 25 pip stop loss. Stop loss will be, let me get this chat out the way. 109.010. Yeah. Remember, we're buying with the overall look of the overall push to the upside. So what looks like price is about to start doing is consolidating in this area or whatever. And then what we're going to do is eventually price is going to shoot up here. So we can do a TP. First TP, we'll do it at the top of the channel, which will be about 20 pips or so. So I'll just put it right here. TP1. 1 second. Alert.
Terrell, you said we buying EU.
Yeah. Oops. And the stop loss is 109. You can do right here, 013. So 20 pip stop loss. First TP right here. Second TP right here. And third, fourth. 1 second. I'll drop this also. I got to put my trade in. Give me 1 second. I'm going to put it in with you all. Not just going to give out a trade and not take one. You all know how I operate on Mondays, so. Uh, any
That
questions
was
on that?
man, that alert was loud that you just when you just put your trade in. It must be like 10 lots or something.
Nah, I went small, man. I just did a lot, man. 20 pips. I risked $200 for the day. So any questions on that? Any questions? Put this stop loss alert on here.
Hold on, I'm writing down the TP numbers, okay?
All right. Stop loss. TP1. I'll do the rest of the TPs later. As far as TP3. So we got TP1, 20 pips, TP2, a little bit, 35 pips, 55, 100. And we go from there. Everybody good? All right.
Yes.
If you don't get the exact numbers yet, like we'll come back to it. Don't worry about it. Market ain't gonna just like as long as you always have your stop loss in, you all good.
You say you're gonna post it up, Mr. Banks?
Yeah. I'll post it soon later in the field. Just make sure you got your stop loss in now though. So if you got in, make sure the stop loss is in. Right. All right. So back to you. Going to you, Chef. Looking at you, Chef. Same thing, looking for a sale, right? This was actually marked up from last week. It was in an area where I didn't clearly see the sale. I know my little guy, Aki, he saw the sale, and he called it. So great job with that. It definitely did sell. Right now, for me, is clear, right? So I'm seeing this impulsive move. I see it broke, right? So because I see the break right here, I'm looking for price to possibly get all the way back down towards this area right here. Now, looking at this, when price came to this area, it shot up. So I know it could possibly do the exact same thing. So I do keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind. And so that's something that I'm thinking in the back of my head. But based off how the pattern is forming, I'm looking for price to come back towards this area right here. And if you look on the smaller time frame, I can actually see it now. What is price currently doing, guys?
Ascending.
There we go. We got a reversal pattern setting up. So if I get this reversal pattern setting up and it comes back up into this zone area, I'll be looking to sell for the long haul. Back down towards this area here. You have your TP areas. This would be your TP1 area, right? This would be your TP2. This would be your TP3. So we're just gonna watch price there. So I'll literally put an alert there, see what we actually get. All right, and we're gonna sell here. Watch for sale here. All right. Last week, we actually caught UJ last week, Monday. We caught this buy setup. We actually caught it down here. We caught that move there. Came back. So it looks like we probably going to be looking for the exact same thing this week. Let's go through the whole thing, though. Let's kind of check the whole thing out. All right. Weekly down move. Daily. Based off what I'm seeing with this daily, I don't like any trend on my daily right now. So I'm gonna kind of just go straight to the 4 hour. Still see this. Yeah, I'm seeing that right there. This overall setup looked like a reversal pattern setting up. This is not a good setup at all. I would stay away from UJ overall, period. Right now, we look like we possibly would get one more fall here and then this shot up, right? When we called it last week, this was a clear reversal pattern setting up. We saw that clear move there, and we ended up catching all of this, right? So it was about close to like 40, 50 pips, something like that. But, based off what I'm seeing now, I don't have a lot of evidence that, we don't have a lot to work with this. So we're just going to leave this one alone. Look like we can still get a shot up. That's the overall expectations. But since it's not clear, like, let's see if we can find something clear before we do that. This is the pair that I'm actually looking at for the week. This is my week pair. So far, this is the clearest thing that I've seen over the course of the weekend, which is AuCAD. We actually spoke about AuCAD a lot this past week in the boot camp. Based off where we're at in the overall market, we're expecting to fall soon, right? In the weekly critical area, top of this trend line, we got this uptrend on the daily. And then when we break down to smaller time frames like the weekly, we see this reversal pattern setting up. This is a clear sale setting up. Why is it scrunched up like that? Clear sale setting up. I do not want to look to sell yet. I still want price to head up here. This is what I want right there. I want price to come up. If price comes up, then I'll really be looking to really enter that sale. I'm going to keep my eyes on this for everyone as well. If we get a breakout, then we'll catch that breakout and we'll sell then as well. But this is what you really want to keep your eyes on. So I'm going to definitely make sure I send you all this markup. So sell here. All right. This is probably the clearest setup for the week for me. And remember, we're looking overall for R to get weak anyways. Most R pairs are setting up for it to be weak, become weak. Give me 1 second. Chat. Okay. Nobody can copy and paste the links. Of any option to allow? Nah, I'm not sure, Grant. I didn't know nobody can copy and paste the links. I'm sorry, guys. Let me. So what I'll do is I'll drop these markups in the group afterwards as well. Our chef, don't look at this too much either, but same thing. We got the impulse to breakout. Looks like it's flagging, so this looks like a pretty clear setup as well. Don't really pay too much attention to it for normally, but I pay attention to clear setups. That looks pretty clear. Same thing with AJ. We got a breakout. Looks like it's flagging up. Looks like we're gonna get a. So R looks like the cleanest, the best looking pairs overall. I actually
That's my
marked
pair for the week, Terrell. AJ.
What's that?
AJ.
AJ, okay. I actually had this marked up for the buy, and as you all can see, it's actually doing that, but it's short term. We got a breakout, so I'm looking for this to do the exact same thing. We're gonna get what's happening now is just a retest. So we're just getting a retest area. Let me try to find where that can buy to. Give me 1 second. So I'm looking at this impulsive move, guys. All I do again, if I see this is a flag that's forming, I'm gonna just keep breaking down time frames. And I'm looking at that impulsive move, break down time frames, nothing on the 15. Boom, right here. Price come back and retest this area. Got this engulfing candle right here. All right, so this is the area I'm looking for price to come up to. And when you look at that overall, give me 1 second. When you look at that overall on the higher time frame, that's why I say it should always add up, guys. This is a breakthrough, right? What would this be?
A bearish flag.
Yeah, it'd just be a retest. It'd be a flag, right? But right now, we getting that push. We getting that flag. What it looks like is giving us that flag option or whatever. So we just watch price here for the actual sale.
Could you zoom in and show that engulfing, the bears engulfing?
Yeah, that engulfing zone.
Yes, sir.
So remember, this is our impulsive move. Here's that engulfing. Here's that bearish right here. Big red candle, small green one, right? So that's the area I'm looking for price to come to. I started at the 1 hour. When I started at the 1 hour, price did not come there, right? I mean, I don't have anything there on the 1 hour. So I dropped down to the 30-minute, nothing there still. Dropped down to the 15-minute, nothing there still. Drop down to the 5-minute. Told you all I pretty much love the 5-minute for the most part, right? Look what I end up having on the 5-minute. That bearish move, that bearish candle. Doesn't that look like it's about halfway through this overall impulsive move from that I identified on the mark on the 1 hour?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like again, it should always all add up. So right now, what's happening is look like this is an impulsive move. Look like we got a flag forming for another push up. So it's gonna be heading up to that zone area. Scalpers may ask, well, can I buy, to that area, this and that? Yes, you can. Me personally, I just don't. Like, that's just me. But if you want to buy AN now, you can, or whatever. If that's like your cup of tea, you definitely can buy. So, stuff like that. So, CJ, any questions on that, guys? Everybody understood that?
Once it gets to the top, you're looking for the sell on that one?
Oh, yeah. I'm looking for the overall move, which could be that sale. So that's what I'm looking at. Makes sense?
Yes.
All right. So, looking at not EU, CJ right now. Let's give it. So let's see what we got. Last time I looked at CJ, it wasn't really that clear. So let's kind of. I think last week was the week to kind of really catch this. Got this downtrend here. The downtrend. Now, the daily on CJ, what I'm seeing is something like that. This is what messed me up on this pair a few weeks back. CHF JPY. No, I'm sorry, CAD Chef and CAD JPY messed me up. That's what it was. So let me see. I kind of don't, because I really don't like this trend here. But it looks like it is tilting up. So it looks like a pattern for a flag, honestly. This looks like a big flag for me. So this looks like an impulsive move. This looks like a flag or whatever in my head. So that's why I keep that in mind. So typically what I was not doing was I was not placing this trend line here for a, for an uptrend. What I was doing instead was I was identifying this as a consolidation, right? I was identifying this as a consolidation of up and down, up and down. And what ended up happening was every time price came towards this area, it would shoot up on me, right? Shot up on me. And I was still looking to sell because without me having this here or whatever, I still seen I had more room down and price was looking like it was creating, this looked like a flag. So I was selling here. This still looks like a flag again. So I would easily tell you all, look to sell. But as you all see, with me putting that line there, looks totally different. I know possibly price can shoot up. So that's why I was telling you all this past weekend, like when you going on each time frame, it's very mindful to know like where you're at, because one missing trend line can, give you an entire new analysis. and it can save your account or it can break your account, one or the other. You know what I mean? So like this, I could easily say this looks like an impulse and a flag, but because I have this trend line here now, I know price can shoot up. So this is not clear at all. So we're gonna leave this one a low. Does that make sense, guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Could you look at GN? I mean, I'm sorry. Was that GN? GPP? Yeah, GN. And when you get a chance,
No, I mean, I got all that. I'm still going down the list.
Oh, for sure.
Chef JPY. Man, I caught this the other day. I mean, the other week. I was looking for that big move. Based off what I'm seeing now, doesn't look clean. We're just gonna leave that alone. Let's go to EA. So based off my analysis, because I'm looking for odd to get weak, I mean, we're gonna be expecting a push up on EA real soon. So this looks like a impulsive move. This is pretty much like, these are one of those pairs you don't actually have to really mark up. You can see it clear. Go back to the 4 hour. Let me get a better overall analysis of this. Yeah, so we got an impulsive move right now. What looks like it's forming as a flag. So want to watch price in this area. Let this give us some more information though, because of how aggressive this was right here, we can get a deeper flag. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna watch price at this area, right? So watch price here, but we are looking for the buy. So, and just so you all know, like, 'cause we see this on the 1 hour right now, but this is why it takes me a couple of seconds to go through each time frame breaking it down. I see this engulfing zone here. I want to go drop down to the 30-minute. I see another one here. So I see that this is a possibility here, right? I see this is a possibility here. So that's why I would literally like just put alerts at different areas. This is an engulfing zone right here. I want to watch price once price gets towards those areas. These are all different areas. I think me personally, I would like to see price come to this one more than anything. So I'm gonna just kind of put an alert at that one. These are the ones that, like, this is what I would literally look at. Doesn't mean price has to come down here, but just because of how aggressive this is, I told you, I've been doing this long enough to where the eye test I kind of see the eye test. Like, the eyes just kind of show me. I'm like, well, price can just come here towards this zone and then shoot up. But because of how strong this was, I would like to see a deeper flag than that. Like, so this is where I want to keep my eyes on it at. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yep.
Same thing, ECAD. I actually marked this up last week. Haven't touched this since last week. So me and Gigi was talking about this. Price ended up shooting back down on us because I was looking for the buy here. This looked like an impulsive move. This looked like it was a flag forming. This was last week, Monday, but it ended up shooting down to this low again, creating a slightly new low. But right now, but the overall analysis was to buy back to the top of this channel right here. So right now, what literally has happened, we got this impulsive move. Let me delete all of this. What literally has happened is we got that impulsive move. It broke through the zone, and now it's just coming back to retest. So what you want to do is you want to buy price back up to this area. This is something I actually like this setup, so I will keep my eyes on this one. This gives me more of a bias that UCAD will shoot up as well, right? Because this is ECAD. So looking at, like, knowing how UCAD was in a critical area, based off of me looking at ECAD, I'm like, okay, well, possibilities this shoot up too, or whatever. So let me go to the 1 hour. Let's find the area where we'll look to buy. So right now, I don't see anything on the 1 hour showing me, But I do have in the back of my head, last time price came to this area, right? Price resisted. So I will keep an eye on here. As I'm dropping down, I'm pretty sure I'm going to see some sort of zone here. Matter of fact, here goes a zone right here. So this is my zone right here. And as you can see, price came here. So this is one area I'm keeping my eyes on, right? I'll drop down 30-minute. See another zone right here. Pretty much, these aren't too far from each other. These two zones, I think, looking at the pip count, this is a 20 pip count zone. So I would like to see price come down here from more, drop down to the 15. Remember, the smaller time frame I drop down, the more information I get. I would really like to see price come here. Again, the reason why that is, what'd you say?
Is the purpose of the two zones where the golfing candle is? So like you got 3 zones right there.
Show me possibilities.
Okay, got you.
Possibility. So again, like just because price come in a certain area does not mean it's going to like shoot up, like, you know, give you that start. Now that's the time to get in. No, what you do is you watch these zones and you watch price. Right now, why would I not buy right now, even though it's in the zone? Can anybody tell me?
You got that.
Because you can go down to the next zone.
It can go down. It can go down to the next zone, but why can't it go down to the next zone?
Because we got a golfing
candle.
Yeah, look how aggressive this is. This is a very strong bearish candle right now. So why would I look to buy in a very strong bearish candle? Right? I want to give it time, or whatever the case may be. I want to give it time to actually set up. Like, it's only Monday. I never rush the market. So I'm just boxing price in. I can see price come all the way like down here to one of these zones before it decides to take off. So I just want to watch and see how weak price gets. That's it. Does that make sense?
Yep.
We never get on the impulse.
Right. And again, looking at how strong this is, the stronger the impulse, the deeper the flag may possibly go. So I just want to give myself time. Like, I don't have to just jump in just because it's in the zone area. Right? Any questions on that? No questions? No? Okay. Cool. Euro Chef, this is actually what I'm looking at as well. I'm still holding this from 2 weeks ago. One of my orders. This pair is super, super slow. Super slow. So we're actually in the buy area now. We are actually, look at this right here. All right, we're in the buy area now. 1 second. Delete this. That's why I have an alert here. Hasn't hit the alert just yet, but it looks pretty aggressive. I want to look to possibly buy here. It looks like we got the breakout, right? What looks like is happening right now is a flag all the way down for the retest. And I'm looking for this to go long all the way up here. So I'm really liking this pair. I'm still holding my position from 2 weeks ago from here. Yeah, like this area right here. No, it's this area right here. This is where I'm holding my position from. So my goal is to actually put another order in. So once I get confirmation that that's ready, I'll kind of keep that. Or look at that. That's a 3-minute engulfing candle. I don't mind giving this out now. If you all don't mind, like, you can enter Euro Chef now as well. I possibly would probably want this to go down a little bit more. Like I said, I wanted it to come in the zone, but it's not bad. And this pair is slow as, excuse my French, but it's slow as hell. So 30 pip stop loss. entering this now. And again, I'm looking to hold this for the long haul, honestly. Like this isn't one of my pairs that I'll be like entering and catching some nice money and then closing. Like this is something I'm holding for the long haul. So it's not a bad entry now. Put a 30 pip stop loss. The stop loss should just go underneath the previous low. 30 pips on this pair is nothing. You know what I mean? So right, this will literally be a stop loss right here.
Yeah, I think a turtle could beat a chef in a race.
Yeah. Like like guys, when I say slow, I'm talking slow. So this is something that you would literally have to be. Some people don't even like getting in it because they're not aware of how slow this is. So they think by the time if it's sitting in red for 4 days and it go to blue the fourth day after, they just take their profits or they just close it out at break even, and then it ends up taking off on them. But this pair is very, very slow. I don't even really like giving this pair out in trades a lot of the times because most traders aren't patient enough to actually, sit in this. Last time when I gave it out, the only reason why I gave it out was because it was at the bottom. You know what I mean? So I'm like, just because it's at the bottom, like I'm gonna get them some easy money. This time it's not at the bottom. It could potentially go down to 30 pips or 35 pips or whatever. But I mean, 35 pips is still nothing. So it's still good to enter. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But just be aware, it is slow. Euro.
Still holding with you, bro.
What'd you say?
I said I'm still holding with you.
Oh, my man. Euro GBP. I haven't looked at this since last week. 1 second. Daily. No trend on the daily either. All right, so come to the 4 hour. What do I see? I see this right here. Still looking for price to shoot up. Still looking for this shot up here. Based off where price is currently at right now, I identified this overall move as a what, guys?
Descending. Descending channel.
Descending, right? So based off of this being a descending channel, what does that mean I'm expecting?
Reversal. Uptrend. A reversal.
Right. So a buy or sell.
Buy. Buy. A buy.
Right. So with me looking for this to buy, would I look to buy where price is currently at? I know I haven't went down to a smaller time frame or any of that. I'm just looking at like getting the information I'm seeing right here on the 4 hour. Would I look to buy right now or here?
No. No.
And why is that?
I want to buy from the bottom. Channel.
There you go. I want to wait for price to get down back towards this down area and then buy, right? If I drop to the 1 hour time frame, what is price literally doing inside? Exactly. I have an ascending channel happening inside the actual
descending.
Exactly, inside the descending, right? So price is showing me on the short term, looking like I'm about to get a sell. Sell here, sell from the top. So we're gonna watch sell here. And then we're gonna look to buy here. That's it. This is literally it, guys. So that move, that push to the downside will be 160, 180 plus pip move to the downside. Or remember, like I told you all, current low, 120 pips, new low, 175 pips, 180 pips, right? So if I want to dig even deeper into that, get more information, all I do, drop down to a smaller time frame. When I drop down to a smaller time frame and I want to catch this sale, I just, like right now of this ascending channel inside this overall descending, I'm towards the bottom of the ascendant and I want to sell at the top. So I will literally sell up here because I see it deeper. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. And that's how you do. That's how you break it down. So short-term sale set up. We got about 20 pips before we start looking for a sale entry, you know, and we go from there. That's it. Any questions on that? Does that make sense? Understanding that this is risky if you take this sale, because overall on the higher time frame, it is showing you what? A buy. But based off what the current information is showing me on the smaller time frame, we're going to get another push down first. Any questions on that? Does that make sense?
Can you repeat that again, please?
Yes.
Which part?
So you're gonna sell in the little ascending channel. Overall, you're looking for a buy because the high time frame is showing a descending channel.
There you go. You repeated it for yourself. You didn't even need me. See? Nah, but yeah, that's right. You know what I mean? So based off what I saw in the 4 hour, we wasn't even gonna look to. We don't even want to look to buy right now, even though I see it's in the overall descending. The reason why I don't want to buy is because I'm at the top of a descending channel. You always want to buy low. So because I'm at the top, I need to wait to buy to possibly to get to the bottom. When I drop down time frames, I see a ascending channel, right? That that's indication that price is about to get ready and fall again really soon. So with me seeing that, I want to sell from the top. If I was to sell this, I'm selling from the top. So to get a clearer picture of where the top is, I just drop down to my smaller time frame and I see this is the top area right here. Just like this was the top, right? I'm looking for price to come back up towards that area. That's it. Make sense?
Yes, and then if it breaks that channel, if it goes down, then you're gonna buy it back up.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
All right, thank you.
All right. So go back to the. All right. Went on EJ. Me and Mrs. B had some nice opportunity with EJ last week. Well, she actually had nice opportunity. I just stole what she told me, and I caught me a couple of quick dollars on it before I ran out of there. I missed the big move, so because I missed the big move, I just kind of, let her tell me what she was doing, and I did it, and I made me some nice little money off of it, So, still looking for the buy of EJ. We'll go through the whole thing. What time is it? 9:08. Still on schedule. Right here. That downtrend. So just like I got this flag here, that flag there, right? Flag. Guess what? This is a flag. What has to happen? Flag. That right there is what I'm expecting to buy based off my weekly, right? Drop down to the daily. Drop down to the daily. First thing I do is ask myself what, guys?
What's my trend?
There you go. My trend on my daily, I'm in a nice what? Downtrend. Flag here, flag here. This is a smaller flag. Guess what I'm expecting? Flag, right? All right, so my daily's telling me buy as well. Now, this is where it starts to get pretty, right? I see in this area, price shot up, area, shot up, area, shot up, same area. Same area right here, shot up, right? It went past this area here, but what did it do instead when it kept passing that? It started to descend, correct? So once it descended, right, and it eventually broke out, which I missed, mad because I was a buyer here, I was a buyer here, and I did not buy here. And that's when it actually decided to shoot up. So
And that's what I caught.
right.
How did you miss that, Mr. Alert, man?
And hey, you see it all down here? Hey, last week I told myself, man, the market is dead. Ain't nothing finna happen. And
He was in the grocery store.
And as soon as I told myself that, I went to the store and it just took off. I'm like, ain't that about something? So Yeah, missed that, but we got this breakout, right? So we know after every breakout, what has to happen?
Flag.
Right, a correction, right? Retest.
Retest.
There you go. So we got right now literally what's happening. This is a flag. This is probably going to be a big flag forming. Let's drop down to the smaller time frame. Based off what I'm seeing, I need more information on the 1 hour. This could be the low of this flag right now, right? This could be the low. That's why it's wicking out in this area. Or what this could possibly be is an impulse or a flag for another small push down. Because that move was so big. Let's see if we break it down and we see something. If I'm breaking it down, what am I looking for, guys?
Engulfing candle on the impulse.
There you go. So let me see. This was like a news event or something, so we may not have gotten one. Let me check. I haven't looked, honestly. That's a 5 minute. I see this down here. This looks like this could be a engulfing on a smaller time frame, possibly this area right here. But let's just check it out and look. Because like that thing went nuts. Yeah. What the heck just happened? Okay. Yep. So I mean, this consolidated area, this is not necessarily an engulfing. This is an engulfing down here or whatever. But I'll kind of look at both areas, honestly. I just need more information on. I don't have enough information just yet of how deep this flag can go. So this is something that I will wait on. But overall, I do see a push up. I do see a push up. And if price comes back down to this area, that'd be a great area for a retest, right? That'd be an ideal retest area. If you look at this, this will come back and retest this actual trend line of that overall descending. So, and that's exactly what that engulfing is on the 1 minute time frame. So it adds up. Like it should always add up. So again, this looks like one more flag for another push down. I don't know that for sure though. So I need more information to actually. So I'm gonna stay away from EJ for now. But if I had to take not a guess, but I don't know, educated hypotheses, I would say this looks like at least impulse, looks like one more flag that we're going to get inside of our overall flag to push down, and then we're going to get that overall push up to the upside. Does that make sense, guys?
Yep, with them big words.
Yeah, so, all right, EN. Let's look at EN. Man, I'm going through all the pairs today. Y'all got me. Must call, man. This is my first time sleeping all the way to the weekly outlook. So I guess I'm like woke. You know what I mean? Same thing as EA. EN looks just like it. We got the breakthrough. We're just gonna let this actual pair come back and retest this area. Look like we're creating a flag on a smaller time frame. Drop down to the smaller time frame. We just want to watch this flag form. Break it down. Y'all already know. Again, this is probably the area that I'll be looking at. So I'll actually put an alert here. Watch price come to this area, and then we'll look to actually possibly buy in that area. All right. So, and again, guys, I'm gonna drop these charts after the fact, since you all are not able to, get the link, like literally copy and paste the link. So we're gonna watch price here, and then we'll look. This is what we'll look to actually buy, right? Probably back up towards this area. I think I had it towards this area, which EN pip count is very high. So that's a 500 to 600 pip move to the upside. So Cash F, a lot of you all made nice money off Cash F. I did not. Again, I gave up on the market last week, and at the exact time I gave up on everything is the exact time everything started to really move. So the only thing that treated me good last week, honestly, was gold. So with that being said, this looks like another fall down. Look like we got another flag forming. We got the breakthrough. Looks a lot like AUD USD. Look like we're gonna get another push down to the downside right here. So I like Cash F. Looks pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory when it comes to that. So what I want to do, want to watch price. So I see this zone here. So price is in this zone, like towards the zone right now. Watch price there. And possibly, let's break down another one. Possibly you can go a little deeper. I want to watch this zone here. 2 areas I'm gonna kind of keep my eyes on for price. So actually this week's setups look a little bit better than I was expecting. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I wasn't expecting these setups to look as good as they actually are. So GA, same thing as EA. Not gonna spend too much time on that one. I'm gonna go to GCAD though. Let's go to GCAD.
Might want to look at G Chief too, boss dog.
Man, I probably let you show your screen and look at G Chief, man. You know, I'm not the guy to sit here and be biased against pairs, but my entire trading career, me and G Chief ain't, you know, we had our outings. I actually blew a couple of accounts on that one, but I'll check it out. GCAD looks the exact same as ECAD and also UCAD. Looks like we got a flag forming, right, for a push up. Looks like a flag is forming right now, and at least this push up here. So what you want to do is you want to look to buy at the bottom of GCAD. So wait for price. Give me 1 second. In that zone 30, 15. Yeah. We actually in that zone area now. Yeah, we actually in that zone area now. Let's kind of give it some time to kind of see. Look like it's not ready to move just yet. Could possibly come back down to this low. So I'll at least put an alert at the low. Kind of watch price there. Right. G Chief. 1 second. All right. Sorry. I got a text message. Sitting there reading what they talking about, then trying to look at this. So G Chef. Oh yeah. G Chef look good. G Chef looks real good. What do I see, guys? What do I see, guys?
A descending channel.
There you go. So I will actually keep my. Matter of fact, let's kind of see where we at right now. It's at the top right now, though. Let's see if we can get a. I actually like this, but man, I like G Chef a lot, man, and it just do not be cooperating. Man, I'm like, you know, so let's give this a little bit of time. Let's see if we at this area. Let's see if it breaks this area right here. We're gonna have to get a retest if it does. But because where it's at, it can come back down to this low. But I definitely like this one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I definitely do like this, but let's give it some time.
I figured you might like that one, boss.
Yeah, man. This is a nice clean buy, guys. Nice clean buy.
Yeah, we up 40 pips on this. We up 40 pips.
Are you in already?
Caught it right there at the bottom on that wick.
Man, see, you're supposed to you ain't tell nobody.
Hey, man, y'all asleep, man.
I need to come over there, man. Where it's daytime in London. GJ, same thing. So it look like we getting like strong GBP this week, guys. I actually talked about this a lot last week. Matter of fact, I told you all we're looking to buy GJ because this looked like an impulsive move. Looked like a flag. I told you all, matter of fact, to a T. I told everybody what was happening was inside the flag. We was actually somewhere around here Friday when we talked about. I mean, not Friday, Saturday when we was talking about it. And now, what is price currently doing, guys?
Descending channel.
It's descending, but where's it descending at?
Right where we want it.
At the bottom of the flag, right?
Yep.
There you go. See how everything adds up? So with that being said, I'm What I'm gonna do, I want to buy as low as possible. So hopefully we get that descending all the way down here. All the way down here. Yeah, so right now on the smaller time frame, just for those who do not see it, again, we got this right here. So I want this bad boy to bounce all the way here. All right, we probably get bing, get my alert get hit, and then we're gonna buy all the way to that top. Make sense? Any questions on that? No questions on that? So remember, if we got GJ, GCAD, G-Chef, I'm sure GN is probably going to be doing the same thing. I'm not sure too yet because GN got a mind of its own sometimes. But if we looking for a strong GBP, remember, what are we looking for it on EJ, on EG?
Sale,
A
then a
week.
buy.
Exactly. We looking for the sale. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that same strong GBP is going to push EG down, right? As it's pushing the other GBP pairs up. So, those are great confirmations. I like when stuff correlates a lot like that. That lets me know my analysis is pretty accurate. So, GN, where we're at right now, this is an old markup, so I have not looked at GN since. Looks like we are in a critical area. We had the descending channel. So we had the descending channel, and it ended up breaking or whatever. It looked like it's heading back up there now. So this one doesn't look as promising as other GBP pairs. Let me kind of see if I can start all the way from the top. Start all the way from the top. I see going to the daily. I got this here. Drop down to the 4 hour. Got this here. 1 hour. I still see this pushing down. This isn't aggressive right now. Right? I saw this, but this could be a flag too. So this looks a lot like UCAD, where it's like in a critical area, but it could be either or. So I'm gonna just stay away from GN. I got a clear GJ, I got a clear G-Chef. GCAD looks pretty good. So no need to like force GN to buy or sell. You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking for the clearer setups and I'm going with those.
Yo, you're real.
Uh-huh.
When I was looking at GN, like it looked like it broke out of that descending channel and came back up to like retest and fall again. So that wouldn't be really correct.
I'm not saying it's not correct, but I wouldn't look at this as a retest because, number one, this was the top of the descendant right here. Look how close it is to the top of that right now. Not only that, look how aggressive this is. This is pretty aggressive. If I was looking more so a retest, I would need this to be a lot less aggressive. The way that it's coming up right now is coming up pretty aggressive. So, like, see, even right here, this looks like a what?
Flat.
You see what I mean? So I could possibly get another shot up here. Because of how aggressive that looks on the 1 hour time frame, this could be one big flag right here. This can be an impulsive move, a flag. If I gotta come up with all these different scenarios in my head of what it can be, I leave it alone. I want the clearer setups. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I want the clearer setups. Like when you just saw this, when you had just saw this right here, that was clear. Let me delete that. That was a clear sale, right? I don't come up with all of these different scenarios. Like, I understand that when price came here at this trend line is descending, clear sale setup, right? That's when I would have been looking to sell this or whatever the case may be. But now where it's currently at and with it coming back up like that, it's not clear anymore. You know, that sale has already happened. This is what I would have wanted to catch. I would have wanted to catch that 160 pip move. But since I missed it and I'm seeing this and how aggressive this is shooting up, this could be a retest, or this could be this. This could be a flag for a push up, or it could be a break then a retest, right? But then I'm not confident on the retest because of how aggressive these candles are shooting up. And then even on top of that, smaller time frame, this looks like it's an actual impulse. This looks like this could be a flag. Too many different scenarios of which way they can go. I'm not risking my money in all those different scenarios. Make sense?
Gotcha. Yeah.
And that's just how I play the game when it's all said and done. Right? So yeah. Gold. Let's go to gold. Gold treated me very well last week. It's the only thing that kind of saved my trading week was gold. So got that. We almost at towards this high or whatever. But honestly, what's going on in the world right now, I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing new highs for gold, right? So I don't even let that kind of tell me anything about I'm at a high or whatever. Because I understand when the world is panicking, banks put their money into old trusty gold, all right? So got this uptrend here. Don't let this part fool you. It's still a part of the trend. This is just like news or something like that. See, it came right back up. So I'm still looking at that as the overall trend. The 4 hour, same thing. What I'm looking at is the trend of this. Don't like that. Go to the 1 hour. So what this looks like, this is why I saved me. This looks like one big flag. And I actually caught this sale right here all the way back down to this low. I told me and the squad called, what did Aki Cat call? He called this part. He called this part right here. We made some nice money off that. I saw it coming all the way back down here, but before it came back down there, came up one more time to that same level, and then it ended up selling. So I sold this. I caught this sale all the way back down as well. I did not catch this buy, which was a bonehead decision on my end.
Sell it again.
What'd you say?
I said it looks like it's about to sell again. That looks like a.
Yeah. You see it. You see it with the eyes, right? It definitely does. So it actually looks like right now, currently, it looks like we got a reverse pattern. If I'm not mistaken, I key called this a few hours ago for the sale again. So this is actually, I'm not sure if this will sell all the way back down. I don't know if I would count on that one. I do see this coming back down towards this low though, which would be a nice 130 pip move to the downside. So let's look on a smaller time frame. All right. You know what? I actually like this sale. Let's see what this stop loss would be. Be 70 pips. I don't want to risk that with you all. 70 pips stop loss. I actually like this sale though. I'm not gonna lie. I know some of you all are still in this sale from when I called it earlier this morning. So if you are in the sale, great. If you're not in the sale yet, let's give it. I'm looking at this 5-minute candle. Let this come up a little bit, and I'm gonna try to catch this sale myself. So I'll let you all know. If you want to enter now for the sale, you definitely can though. I just don't want to give out too big of a stop loss for you all. Like me, I don't mind, you know what I'm saying, having a 60 pip stop loss or whatever, especially not on gold. But if I don't have to, if you all don't mind having a 60 pip stop loss on gold, then by all means enter now. But if you would like a smaller stop loss, you can kind of wait. I'm gonna try to see if it comes up some, we get a tighter stop loss. We want the stop loss to be above this wick though. Stop loss should be above this wick right here. But I definitely like gold right now. I like gold sale of what I'm seeing right now. It's respecting this trend line. So I'm really liking this sale. Yeah. Any questions on that?
Yes, there are. So you said the stop loss is above the previous high?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And which in this case, our previous high would be this wick right here. So I would want to do it above this wick. Does that make sense?
Is there any wick over there or the previous high at the left side?
Say that again.
Oh, okay, I see it. The red one?
I'm talking about this one right here.
Yeah, but I cannot see the wick all the way down there. I'm comparing to the previous high.
I mean, this is the previous high. This is price. This is the previous high right here.
So you consider the wick or the candle of the body?
No, this is not the body. Can you not tell this is a wick? This is the body right here.
Okay, okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Does anybody else have trouble seeing that that's a wick, or is like my screen looking weird again, or how's that?
No, I think what she was trying to ask is, do you consider the wick when you're considering the previous high or the body? And I think
Oh no, always the wick. Yeah, the wick. When it comes to previous highs and previous lows, I'm looking at the wicks of the actual stop loss. Yeah. So good question. But yes, I pay attention to the wick. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got for you US 30 lovers. It's not my cup of tea, but we'll take a look at it really quick. Let me see. Yeah, so I actually missed this. I told myself to watch for this sale. Look like we end up getting a breakout now. So what we need a deeper flag. That's a pretty deep impulsive move. So we'll just break that down. So let price come up towards this area before you look to actually sell. Right up towards this area. It's overall.
How come Miss B didn't call this one, man? What's wrong with Miss B?
Look, man. Everybody leave me out, man. Don't nobody tell me.
Wait a minute. We marked this up
Everybody
last night, and I missed it. Kwaku caught it. I actually
Wow.
missed it.
Look, everybody.
Put me out there like that.
Everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw you out there.
Look, man. Look, everybody want to wait for me to call trades. Nobody want to give me no trades though. Like, man, come on, man.
I told you on here, Chase.
Y'all ain't told me nothing on US 30. I want some money too. I like money.
So we are waiting for the sale on US 30.
Yeah, so we're gonna wait for price to come up towards this area here, and then we're gonna watch price there. And we got a second area where we'll watch as well. Right here. Got these two areas, so we're just gonna watch price. So honestly, for my scalpers, because this is what I will actually do on US 30. I told me and Gigi talked about this a few weeks ago. You're not gonna really have me like holding US 30 trades. So if you want to actually buy, I would just wait till the time is right to buy. Wait till I see price starts to break out of this consolidation right here. As soon as I see a break out of this consolidation, right, I'll buy up into this zone and then buy up into this zone, right, watching price there. So again, I'm not the type person, I don't know how to count US 30 pairs and all of that, but no US 30 guru, but from here to here, I'm sure that'd be a nice amount of money. You know what I mean?
That's a great buy.
Right, exactly. So I'll put an alert down here for a possible buy entry for US 30, right? Because you want to buy at the low. So if we do not catch it on the breakout, hopefully we catch it at the bottom. Because this is the ideal entry. This is the secondary entry for the buy. But overall, always remember, we're looking for the overall 1 hour, 4 hour drop. Any questions on that? Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
Was this helpful for everybody?
Yes.
Seeing it over and over and over, same pairs. That's why I told you, do not get attached to pairs, get attached to the skill set. I use the same skill set with each pair, and we came up with analysis of what we're looking for the week. Haven't looked at EU. This bad boy has dropped more. Wow. Okay. So we are red. Last time I looked, we was up like 10 pips. But so stay patient on that, I guess. what price is currently doing. But with that being said, we got London session tonight, guys. This is the weekly outlook. We are in EU right now. So right now we're currently down, I don't know how many pips, probably like 10 to 15 pips or something like that. Yeah. So just be patient on that. If it stumps us out, it stumps us out. Like, why I don't look at too much stuff on Mondays. I like gold, love gold sale. I like RCAD. I love RCAD. Remember, like I told you all. What else was I looking at? I like ECAD, RCAD, ECAD, gold. I think that was it. Oh, G-Chef and GJ. Those are some great pairs to keep your eyes on. GBP looks to get strong. Oh, and EG sale, GCAD, GCAD, GJ, G-Chef buys. So a strong GBP, ECAD to get strong, gold to fall temporarily. So I like that short-term sale for gold. We are in EU or whatever. So yeah, that's what I like for the week so far, guys. Any questions on any of that? Does everybody understand all of that? No
It
question.
was very good. Thank you.
And for the record, like I always tell you all, when we enter inside ascending and descending channels, what type of trade is that, guys? What type of risky entry? You all have to understand that even this gold trade that everybody's up 20 pips on, that was a risky entry. Ascending and descending channels are not a guarantee that it will reverse. We talk about that all the time. So we entered at the bottom of a descending channel. That is a risky entry. If you do not want to enter in a risky entry, what you wait for is you wait for the breakout of the actual channel, right? Always know where you are in the market. So don't need anybody freaking out because you down 10 pips. All right. So with that being said, guys, appreciate you all hopping on this morning. Anybody have any questions before we hop off? Everything's set for you all, so you all have all your homework for the week and everything. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you all. Everybody have a great rest of your Monday. Be blessed. Be safe. Thanks.
Thanks.